have, I guess, what is a half-baked hot take. I personally think that in order for you to be a sex-negative person, it must stem from a place of privilege, especially in regards to being sex-negative towards sex workers, or to teen moms, or towards people with STIs. To be a sex-negative person means you haven't had a lot of interaction with queer communities, with unhoused people, with people in poverty. To be a sex negative person means you've lived a relatively sheltered, supported life where you've never really had to interact with people who live alternative lifestyles to the one you live. You've never had to process how other people live their lives. You've been able to stay still in your life, frozen with your own experiences and privileges, never having to think outside of that bubble. You've never been exposed to beliefs, ideas, ideals, and lives that are not your own. And that is a bubble of privilege, especially in the United States. Most sex negative circles come from churches, come from structural places of power, such as the alt right. Sex negativity is preserving white supremacist ideals, is preserving manosphere ideals. To be able to align yourself with them so easily shows you've never had an empathetic experience outside that bubble. Now, again, indoctrination is a thing, and abuse is a thing, and having certain opinions to survive abuse situations is a thing, and being uneducated and therefore unintentionally bigoted is a thing. And that's why I consider this take half-baked. It is not a hot take. It's kind of like a mid-take. It is a half-finished apple pie take. Because I think only for some people does this sex negativity scream privilege. For others, it could easily scream abuse. The problem is, for a lot of the people in power, for a lot of the people wielding legal repercussions towards their sex negativity, that's a lot of the first option. That's a lot of the privilege. And a lot of the people, in my opinion, who have access to a phone, who have access to social media, who have open access to alternative opinions, thoughts, feelings, and lived experiences, but refuse to engage with that knowledge, when you have the whole internet in front of you and you refuse to learn more or expand your viewpoint, that also does come from a place of privilege. Yes, some people are just uneducated. Yes, some people are forcefully sheltered, but not everyone is, especially if they have the audacity to be out and proud sex negative bigots online. A lot of that stems from privilege. And I think in order to start deconstructing sex negativity, we have to deconstruct all forms of privilege. All forms of it.